Welcome back, Tater Tots, to the channel for a new mod review video. It's SIMato here, and I am so excited to share these new mods with you guys. I think you will really like them. So let's go ahead and get started. The first two mods that I want to share with you are the More Traits and the New Traits mod packs. So these are two separate mods, and they are both by Maple Bell. Basically, all it does is they add more personality traits for your sim, which I think is something that is extremely long overdue because, guys, we have so little options when it comes to deciding our Sims personalities, and there is so much out there that someone can be like. So you can see some of the new ones. We have Cowardly and Heartless, Jaded, Old Soul, Peaceful, Serious, Sincere, Spiritual Healer, Boiled, Stoic, Warm-Hearted, and of course if you hover over each of them you can read about them, and I'm not going to sit here and read about all of them because that would take us way too long, but I just want to show them to you. Fashionista, Philosopher, and then we've also got Daredevil, Endurant, Generous, Health Nut, Hedonistic, Logical, Minimalist, Spiritual, Time Sensitive, Unconventional, Animal Whisperer, Chatty, Cunning, Grumpy, Judgmental, Pompous, Sexist, Shy, Street Smart, Unforgiving, and Whimsical. So again, guys, just more options to, I think, make it a little bit more fun, make your Sims more different, and just give them that little bit of a spark and spunk that's just going to make them stand out from what Sims normally would. So if you guys are interested in this mod, I would highly recommend you guys check it out. Check out her Patreon page, and of course, as usual, I will put all the links to each of these mods down below in the description, so definitely check them out. Mod number 3 is the 100 Social Interactions, also by Maple Bell, and for this mod to work you do need to have the More Kisses 1 and 2 mods, and so here I have Maria and Daryl, and so we are going to have them. If you go here to the menu, when I click on Daryl, we've got this new menu called Socials. So when I click on that, it gives me several new options. So based on your Sim's relationship with them, you're going to have some different options. So we can ask about their experience from being a teen, we can ask about their grandchildren, their experience of woohooing, express their love for a best friend, ask for an update on current relationship, ask for money, and these options, like I said, will continue to change as they build their relationship or become romantically involved. And so I think that that's really, really cool because I like to have different things that we can talk about or do with them. And so let's see if we do ask about being a teenager. I want to see if he's actually able to, because I think some of them give you like a little blurb over here about what they talked about. So okay, we have here, that's from a different mod. So Daryl just talked to her about a woohoo experience, and it popped up with, whoa, that is an exciting story. So some of them do have options where it will tell you kind of what their reaction is to the comment, and so I think that that's really cute and creative. And so some Sims, like if I click on, like I'm gonna just have him introduce himself to this person and see what it says. But okay, so there we go. We've introduced ourselves, and since they don't really have much of a relationship, there's like not a whole lot I can do, but you can tell back in my day stories and insult the current generation. So I'm gonna have him tell his back in the day story. So as you guys can see, there's not very many options because he barely knows him, and their age difference also plays into it to where there are different reactions. So it looks like he has learned a little bit more about this kid. And then let's see if we can also, I do want to insult his current generation just to see what he says. So he insulted, oh, well, this one is back in my day, most people were married and had kids at this age. Wow, Daryl, that was kind of harsh. So once again, as we can see, just some different interactions, and I am always up for adding more interactions and gameplay to my Sims 4 game, so definitely check this mod out. There's a lot more, and you can read more about the different social interactions that are possible on her Patreon page, which you can check out below. So let's move on to the next one. Mod 4 is the More Kisses mod by Maple Bell, and this mod, there are 3 different ones. There's 1, 2, and 3. However, when you do click on the Patreon page, it does take you to one link where she has put them in an all-in-one package, which I think is just awesome, and I love this mod so much. It is adorable. So when you click on the sim, of course, that you are in a romantic relationship with, so I'm going to have him click here on Brenly, and we go here to physical intimacy. You will see that there are more kisses. So if I click here, we have all these different ones that are available. So I'm going to have us do a steamy kiss just so we can see what it's like. We're going to kind of just line them up. Well, he exited out of it, so we're going to do a searing kiss first, and I love the animations for these. They are so cute, they're romantic, they're subtle and slow, like, it's like, you know, when you're watching a TV show, a soap opera. It's just, I think they did a really great job. Some of them are a little clippy and funny, but, you know, all in all, I'm all for it. So we're going to try for that steamy kiss again, so let's see how that goes. So that was our searing kiss. This is our steamy one. So it looks like they are getting into it. Yes, there she is. She's leaning in for more. Oh, so cute. Here comes the grab and kiss. So, oh, he just grabs her head and pulls her in for it. Absolutely adorable. But anyways, as you guys can see, oh, this is the frenzied kiss. Is this not adorable? Picking her up and kissing her. OMG, I'm obsessed with this one. But yeah, just some really cute animations to add, you know, for the romance of your Sims lives. So while we are here with Vincent and his family, since he has 2 teenage daughters, it leads us right into our next mod, which is the senior trip mod, also by Maple Bell. And so here we've got beautiful Cecilia, and so she is wanting to go on her senior trip. So if you go here to your Sims phone, here on the menu, if you click the other option, there is the Maple Bell menu here. So you click on that and you have senior trip. So she is going to pick her senior trip. So you can vote on a location or just pick where you want to go. So we're going to vote, and you can choose on her Patreon. She has options to choose the English versions or the Simlish. So I picked the Simlish versions just because I think it, you know, adds that flair of just being in the Sims world. I don't want them to be 100% identical, but yeah, this one is New York, this is China, I believe that's Toronto, and then you have Egypt, Paris, and one of these, yeah, this is some kind of forest, and maybe like Italy or something. I don't remember what all of them are, but I think she would want to go to Paris. So we are going to vote for that one. So vote registered. Cecilia, you and your other peers have voted for your senior trip location. We will announce the result in a few hours. So all right, guys, we just have to wait now to see what the result is. So it has popped up, guys. Location set. Cecilia, the location for your senior trip is Westacia. The trip cost 1,080 simoleons. This fee is an all-inclusive fee. So now we have the information, and we now know that unfortunately where she wanted to go was not picked. So now if we go back to the menu and we open back up into our senior trip menu and go to senior trip, oh, I guess it was Paris. I guess I just totally did not remember what the Simlish name was. So all right, guys, so she is going to go to Paris for her senior trip. So we click it, we pay the amount, and there she goes. And I believe that the Sims are gone for about 2 Sim days, and she is just out of the actual household. She's away. So we have right here, senior trip. So there she goes. It looks like, you know, poor her twin sister is just left here all alone. But that is how the senior trip works. So then she's actually gone, and she will get a moodlet from it. And does this say? No, it doesn't really say how long she's gone for. I don't think anything really does when you click on it, but you know what? That's okay. Cecilia should be arriving back any moment now from her senior trip, and I am super excited to see what is going to happen. So we have here no parents from senior trip. There may have been a few chaperones, but this senior trip was great. Cecilia had a lot of unsupervised fun. So yeah, it looks like she had a really great time. So that is just something fun. I think that could be really good for storytelling, especially if you want your teen sim to be gone for a bit with something going on. So yeah, definitely check it out. Mod number 6 is the instrument lessons, also by Maple Bell. So as the name implies, with this mod, you are able to sign your kids up for instrument lessons. And so if you go here to a computer, it can be a laptop, desktop, doesn't matter. You click on more choices and you have instrument lessons sign up. So you can do guitar, violin, or piano lessons. So I'm going to sign her up for piano, Meredith here. So we click on her and she should sign up here in just a second. Enter the piano lessons career. Meredith is now a novice starter at the Johnny Zest music lesson. She starts Friday at 5 p.m. So this afternoon, she will be going to class. So you have 24 hours to pay your lesson and course fees to avoid missing out on those valuable learning hours. So welcome to the world of instrument and music learning. You will become a professional player by the end of this. Make sure you pay your weekly lesson fee to avoid being kicked out. So the way you pay the fee is you just go to the computer and then you click on instrument lessons sign up, and then it has pay weekly piano fee of 900 simoleons. So we just click on that and she automatically did it. She didn't have to actually go sit at the computer. But I did learn that you have to, the sim that's actually taking the lessons is the one that has to click on the computer to pay it. So if you don't pay it, they will actually kick you out of the music program, or you're at least suspended for a little bit, and so you will be unable to attend. But while they are away at their music class, they will be building that music skill. So we will see that happen once she attends class later this evening. Meredith will be leaving for her piano lesson here in just a moment, so at 5 p.m. So here we go. She has to head on out. And so let's see, work for Meredith starts in about 1 hour because it does treat it as like a job. So I'm going to have her stop doing that. And we are going to make sure she heads off to her piano lesson. So for some reason, my game keeps glitching out and she starts to go to work and then it cancels out. So there might be some other mod I have in here that is causing an issue, but I will have to investigate into that. But just so you guys know, I haven't seen too many other people have any problems with it, but I guarantee it's something that I've got going on in my game in my own personal mods folder. But yeah, so you sign up for the instrument lessons here, then they can go to class. They'll earn their instrument or skill level while they are there, and once they reach level 3, then they will start having recitals that they can go to. And of course it's a rabbit hole, but you know, they will continue to work on that music skill while they are away, and they will get moodlets about their piano lessons and about their recitals. Mod 7 is the Teenage Interaction Reactions mod by Missy Hissy, and so with this one she added in to where you can actually see what your Sims are talking about, and it gives the teens more reactions to rumors and gossip and things that they tell. So here I've just had him share a story that is an urban legend. So we have the Nectar assassination attempt. Admiral Landgrab studied the history of nectar several decades ago. Nectar was created by Jean Nectar, although it is said he had help from his alleged descendant, Anastasia Nectar, and the Admiral himself. At one point, the Admiral wanted full credit for the creation of Nectar and sent his men to kill Anastasia Nectar. The attempt failed, and she was rescued from the attempt. Many years later, the Admiral was trying to learn about an ancestor of Anastasia. He ventured into a tomb in Champs les Sims with his men. Nectar was asked for directions, and the Admiral and his men were sent in the wrong direction, never to be seen again. His body was recovered eventually and buried in the infamous Chateau du Langrab, but his secrets were taken with him to the grave. So literally there are whole stories in here that they can share, and there's at least 10 of them is what they mentioned in the mod. And so I think it is so fun. And so if we go here, we can look at his murder in the cellars moodlet. So he just told another teen, though this wasn't a teen, he just told them a rather gruesome tale of the origins of Nectar. As with all tales of murder and intrigue, he got the pleasure of seeing the other Sim looking slightly uneasy. Definitely a win. So yeah, he definitely liked sharing that with them. And so let's see what the reaction is here. Horrible history from hearing an urban legend. Ty just heard oh, not that one. Steeped in blood from hearing an urban legend. Is it really true that Admiral Landgrab tried to assassinate the creators of Nectar to claim the credit? Ty wishes he'd paid more attention in history. Either way, the history of Nectar isn't a pleasant one. So I love that there's story and history because it just makes the conversation so much better and in depth. He also just told another urban legend, the secret history of Vladislas Strahd the Fourth. The town founder of Forgotten Hollow, Vladislas, oh my gosh, I can't say that name. I'm just gonna say Vlad. The first was the sole survivor of a settling party of 25 Sims. He had always refused to say what happened to them, and allegedly he built the town in their memory on their last known location, probably the graveyard at his mansion. Some say he killed them himself and drank their plasma to strengthen himself. Others say he handed them over to the werewolves to keep them away. His great-grandson is Vlad Strahd IV, the current Grand Vampire Forgotten Hollow. He still watches over the town. Some people say he is the original Vlad. After all, the four generations all look eerily alike, don't they? And didn't Vlad III found Vlad Hardware, specializing in luxury coffins? So his mood lit to hearing that story was horrible history. Ty just heard a story about the history of Forgotten Hollow and is definitely nervous. How can Sims be so calm knowing there are vampires out there? How anybody could visit or even live in a town like that is beyond Ty, but one thing is for certain, Ty won't be visiting anytime soon. And Sunguk here, he got the mood lit from telling the story. Vampires strike back. Vampires are always a great topic for spooky stories, but the fact that this one could well be true is even better. And it disappeared before I could continue on with it. So for the next interaction, I'm going to have his mother tell him or give him the woohoo talk, I believe it was. Yeah, give the woohoo talk. So we're gonna see what the reaction is to this. Oh, he is feeling super embarrassed and so is she. So let's see what happens. Okay, they got a mood lit here, a sentiment for poor communication. So if Danbi was hoping for a close relationship and open communication with Sanguk, then that hope was just dashed. If they can't talk to each other about sensitive topics like woohoo, then what hope have they both got? And so let's see what moodlet she has here. So we have awkward encounter. Oh, where can I hide? That was an awkward conversation. And let's see what he has. Why me from attempted woohoo talk? Sanguk's parents just tried to have a woohoo talk with him, and it was almost like a near-death experience for Sanguk. It was nothing short of a nightmare, and Sanguk has a feeling he will be cringing for days to come. So yeah, guys, that is what happened. So basically, they can have new sentiments and moodlets for if they ask about woohoo, if they get the woohoo talk, they tell urban legends, or if they spread gossip about themselves actually woohooing and things. And it just adds more of the teenage interactions of embarrassment and moodlets that are more effective in the actual game. And so, look at that, he wants to sneak out. But anyways, so that is that mod. So once again, guys, that's the Teenage Interaction Reactions mod, and there's so much more to it. So definitely go check out the link below so that you guys can read all of the moodlets and things that are possible, because I think it is so awesome and fantastic for storytelling and details. Mod 8 is the Bathroom Clutter Kit. Objects become usable, and this is by Sepsid. So similar to the everyday clutter kits, they did the same thing here with the everyday bathroom clutter type stuff. So we have the hair dryer, so I can have her come over here and use it. You can also put it in your inventory, but one thing is when they do use it or put it in their inventory, the actual object still stays there, because see, I told her to use it and she's all the way in here in her bedroom and she's using it. And so she did use it for a quick second, but it is kind of interesting how she's all the way over there and doing it. But you know, if you need to take a good picture or a screenshot, the object could be there. And it does the same thing here for the face wash. So I'm gonna have her come in here just so you guys can see. And so I'm gonna have her use, so she'll just pop it out and put some facial cleanser on, so, you know, to try to help her with her acne or whatnot. Not that she has any, but yeah, Olivia girl, you looking fine. So yeah, that is just a really quick and small one. Mod number 9 is also by Sepsit, and this is that kids can pretend to do play driving. So if I just click play here, and it has to be like an actual chair, it can't be like the sofa, the little girl will sit there and she'll put a helmet on and she'll pretend like she's driving. So from The Sims 3, if you guys remember that. So I think it's just really cute and just a good little animation, and I don't recall if all of them can do it. Let me see. So yeah, even the adults can do it. So I just think it's a cute, simple little interaction, but you know, it adds a lot. And last but not least, we have that they can play rock, paper, scissors, and this is also by Sepsid. So these two siblings, we have Audra and Aaron, they are both over here just playing rock, paper, scissors. We can see who's going to win, who's going to win. And they do it for quite a bit of time before a winner is actually decided. So let's see who's doing good. It looks like they both did pretty well with it, and it did actually help them to build some skills, and even some of their relationship went up. So I think that was a really cute interaction. So, and adults can do it, teens can do it, and so I think it's just something really cute that adds that like sibling type interaction. Thank you so much, Tater Tots, for joining me, and don't forget to check the links for each of the mods in the description below. I will catch you in the next video. See ya!